Brandon Berger, Chief Digital Officer Worldwide at Ogilvy. It's great to be here at CES with the ARF.
So how long have you been at Ogilvy?
I was at Ogilvy for 3 years at that time, and
Yeah.
then I left to go to MDC Partners.
Okay, and then you went back.
And then I went back to Ogilvy.
I missed this part.
Yes, and I've been at Ogilvy now for, it'll be 5 years in a couple days.
So you're said in a secular way, you're the prodigal son, right?
I am the prodigal.
So what happened? What had you going back ultimately?
It was interesting. When I left Ogilvy, I really wanted to understand the business of advertising.
Yeah.
How do you buy and sell companies in advertising? How do you think about it from a P&L perspective? How do you look at it from a talent perspective? How do you look at it from a scalability? All of those things. And I had a great experience at MDC learning about kind of how do you think about agencies as businesses to ultimately grow and scale. And that was amazing. And then I got Carla again reached back out to me and said, hey, we need somebody to help us kind of set the next agenda for digital. And our chairman, Miles Young, who's an amazing CEO, who's very visionary, and he and Carla brought me on board to help build kind of the next evolution of what Ogilvy was going to be. At Ogilvy, I think really what we did is we put digital into the heart of the organization.
Got it.
And we built Social Ogilvy, which is the largest global social agency network in the world. We've built an amazing mobile business.
Yeah.
With the heart of it, our company Bottle Rocket, who builds tons of apps. I mean, everything from NPR to Showtime. We built a data practice. We really kind of put digital everywhere, and ultimately it was reflected in the work. Over 50% of our work now that won a Cannes this year had digital in the heart of it.
You've had this really interesting career across different companies, and you've clearly created an awful lot of change. What about failure?
I mean, I don't look at our startup that we created as a success. I mean, I think
I was picking that up the way you were speaking of it.
I think it was a wonderful journey.
I did. I thought it was.
I mean, every failure is a success, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think so. It was an amazing journey.
I think that's a good way to look at it.
And I learned, and I grew, and I was able to take that experience. I mean, I went through my savings. I gave up a lot, and I think I benefited from it because I grew a lot.
What would you say is or are the biggest successes that you've had in this past year? What things are you the most proud of?
I'm proud of the journey that we as an organization at Ogilvy have been on. And I think we've accomplished a lot in kind of the transformation of our organization to be much more digital, to make it the heart of the work we do. The talent of our organization is very digital now. We think about the world through that lens. So I'm very proud of that. I'm proud of some of the capabilities we've expanded and built into, like our mobile business now.
What's your mobile agenda?
What's our mobile agenda?
Yeah. Or your
mobile's,
vision, maybe.
Yeah, sure. Mobile is one of the most important technological advances ever, right?
Yeah.
Like the automotive, I think the mobile device is just like as the airplane, the automotive. The mobile device is critical in that path, and I think as marketers, we're just really scratching the surface of the opportunity there. Everything from data to content to applications to all of the ways that we can kind of enable people to interact on that device, both.
I agree.
With brands,
I think we are
with
scratching
retailers.
the surface.
Yeah, so I think we're just on that journey, and we're really lucky because we've built and Bottle Rocket's a part of us, and really kind of we've started to build out really amazing capabilities that I'm very proud of, that I think will set us up for a nice path into the future with mobile.
What predictions do you have for 2016?
Well, I mean, some things that I'm going to be watching out for.
Yeah.
And,
that's what I want.
I mean,
Give me a checklist, even.
I mean, I'm really interested in what happens with AI, artificial intelligence.
Yes.
I think the IBM cognitive computing era, I think is really interesting.
I talked to Johnny Wada this morning.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's amazing, and I think that and
he would
all
be thrilled
of
that you said that.
Okay.
He would just be thrilled.
I mean,
because he said on 10-year arcs, they've come up with these connected branding platforms, and the one now is cognitive business. Mm-hmm. So he would be absolutely thrilled that you already have grabbed onto that.
But it's totally right. And I think that's what's so powerful about it, because as computers get smarter and able to kind of interact on layers of data and stuff, they can be much more serviceable. They can be more beneficial and more utility to consumers. So I think I'm really excited about that. I think messaging is going to be interesting too. One thing I like to do is I like to look east versus looking west in Silicon Valley. I like to look east to like Asia, and
Yes.
I think we've seen a lot of growth in messaging and kind of how those platforms have driven. So I think that will be interesting. I love connected homes, connected devices. I think that's an interesting space as a consumer. I'm excited about that.
It's just been such an honor, Brandon,
Thank
to
you. It's an
spend
honor
time with you, and
to speak to you.
thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Really
It
a
was
pleasure.
a pleasure. I appreciate it.